Now, welcome to Apostle 1 to 12. My name is Apostle Daniel, a teacher from Infante Pim School. Yes. Now, we are still on permutation. Make sure you go and watch the previous video and the permutation before we come to this one. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult for you. Yes. Now, let's go. Now, we are to... Now, if n plus 1 permutation 2 divided by n plus 2 permutation 3 is equals to 1 out of 6. We have to find the value of what? N. Now, don't forget that the permutation, n permutation 2, has a formula, and the formula is n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. You get it? So, the n factorial divided by r factorial. So, with that, I can write this one as n plus 1 factorial can be written as what? N plus 1 factorial, the n is now n plus 1, divided by the n, which is now n plus 1, minus r. What is the r? The r here is 2 factorial. Now, divided by the denominator. I want to do it like this. Now, the denominator, the n is this one. The n is n plus 2 factorial, divided by the n, which is the same n plus 2, minus r. What is r? R is 3 factorial. Now, the whole of this one is equal to 1 divided by 6. Now, follow me closely. Now, at this point, I will have n plus 1 factorial divided by n. 1 minus 2 will give us minus 1 factorial, divided by, now I have n plus 2 here, factorial, divided by this one, I'm going to get n minus 1 factorial equal to 1 over 6. Now, the more you are solving, the more you open your eyes on how you're going to solve. Now, this particular one, I have n minus 1 factorial here, the same n minus 1 factorial here. So, what I'm going to do is that, don't forget, I can change this division to multiplication. So, I'm going to have n plus 1 factorial divided by n minus 1 factorial. Then this one will now be multiplication. Then you reciprocate the second fraction upside down. So this one will go up, this one will come down. So I'm going to have n minus 1 factorial divided by n plus 2 factorial. N plus 2 factorial. Now equal to 1 out of 6. Now what is going to happen here? N minus 1 factorial cancel n minus 1 factorial. So at the numerator, I'm going to get n plus 1 factorial. At the denominator, I'm going to get this one. That is what? N plus 2 factorial equal to 1 out of 6. Now, at this point, I need to expand the factorial so that the denominator and the numerator will cancel. Now, which one am I supposed to expand? Now, how do we expand the factorial? We said the factorial is the same as what? The n, then you reduce it by 1, another 1, another 1. You reduce it by 1, 1, 1, 1. Up to the last but 1. So here will be n minus 1, then n minus 2 in that order. Now, so with this one, I prefer reducing this one, because the moment I reduce this one, the 2 minus 1 will give us n plus 1. And then when I reduce this one by another one, I'm going to get what? N before I'm going to get the n plus 1. Where the n plus 1 is the same as this one. But the moment I try to reduce this one, the next one will be n, the second one will be n minus 1. The n minus 1 we can't cancel. So I want to maintain the numerator, and then at the denominator, how do we solve? It is the n plus 2, then you reduce it by 1. That is n plus 2 minus 1. As time goes on, I'm going to subtract without showing. So follow me closely. Now, I'm going to end here because n plus 2 minus 1 will give us n plus 1. And I have the same n plus 1 at the numerator. So I'm going to end here. Now, equal to 1 out of 6. So I'm going to get n plus 1 factorial divided by n plus 2 n plus 2. Now n plus 2 minus 1 will give us n plus 1 factorial equal to 1 out of 6. Now what is going to happen here is that I have n plus 1 here factorial. It will cancel the numerator n plus 1. So let me clean this one. Okay, so from here, this one and this one can cancel. So I'm going to have 1 divided by the denominator, which is now n plus 2, equal to this one. We have 1 over what? 6. Don't forget n plus 1 factorial will cancel n plus 1 factorial. So we're going to have what? Multiply cross multiplication. Or when you turn it up, so we're going to get what? This one time just give us 6 is equal to what? N plus 2. We're going to have 6 minus 2 is equal to n. Then 4 is equal to what? N. Therefore, we have our n is equal to what? N is equal to 4. Now, this one is as simple as that. See you in the next video. Make sure that you like, you share, then you comment. Make sure you saw the previous video before you come to this one. In the next video, I'm going to solve more critical questions. See you.